How do you do? Just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
What you made me do. All right, everybody, welcome to this episode.
Oh, we started?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, jeez.
It's on.
Ding dong.
Amy,
It's on like ding dongs.
look what you made me do.
I'm sorry.
He said, look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do.
Welcome to the beginning of our October month of Halloween TV Halloween specials.
Oh.
It is the first, too.
And such. Yes, welcome Halloween people to the month of your time.
Yeah. We're ready for a shit ton of Facebook posts that say, fall is my thing.
The month of your time.
Blowjobs are my thing.
Amy's as dumb as me sometimes.
Oh, are you excited about football? Well, guess what?
Football's my thing.
I like jack-o'-lanterns and motherfucking Halloween shit.
I was excited for football, but then they had to have minds and have thoughts.
Not the right time, black people. Listen, I, as a white person, own the flag and the anthem, and I will tell you.
And the owners own you.
When it is appropriate for you to bring up how horrible we are to you, okay? Thank you.
Yeah.
MAGA.
Way to fuck up with your hating being oppressed.
They're just so ungrateful.
Get your political shit out right now.
This should be so...
Because this is where people come to get away from this, okay? I just watch football and listen to NOTLP to get away from Donald Trump, you guys. Quit making me think about all the things that are bad in this world that I could maybe fix. I don't want to think about how I could fix them because I want to watch football and listen to NOTLP! Anyway,
I wish the Bengals were doing better.
Wow.
Speaking of...
Yeah.
I don't care anymore because he was the only owner that came out in support of Trump.
So look what you made me do, Mike Brown. I'm going to burn my Bengals jersey, but for a different reason.
Mike Brown supported Donald Trump?
No, he was just wishy-washy as fuck about it. He was like, politics and football don't easily mix, which is true. But everything is political.
But every other
We're
owner,
all people.
But every other owner said, like, we support our players' right for free speech.
If you care about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, then you make sure that all the citizens in this motherfucking country have that.
Well, here's my
thing. If you fucking care about it, then do something about it.
Here's the part that annoys me.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing was all these people, and I'm sorry, veterans, if this upsets you. I don't want to upset you. But people would say, well, that disrespects the veterans. But isn't that why? That the ostensibly the reason that they fight is to preserve the freedom to do what the fuck we want here.
Yeah.
So why fight for that? Why fight for the right to
party
to say that you disagree?
No, it's because
if you aren't allowed to disagree,
it's because black people are doing it.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna sit. Well, guess what, America? I'm gonna shock your balls off. I sat down for the flag salute and the anthem my entire life.
Well, yeah, you did because you're one of them J-hos.
I'd have done it anyway. I probably wouldn't have, but as a child. But I will now because I don't give a shit.
And you can't stand anymore anyway.
Well, my foot's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, just shut up about this. Like, let them. Who cares?
Let's just be cool to each other.
Yeah.
Let's recognize where we're not being cool.
Listen.
And try to be cooler.
Let's live like wild stallions and be excellent to each other.
Listen, the Countess Luann de Lesseps said it best when she said, stop being so uncool.
Oh, I thought you were going to say money can't buy you class.
That either. All right, welcome to the show. My name is Amy.
Nobody made it this far, Amy.
Is Amy. I like boots, chili.
Oh, me too.
Pumpkin spice lattes.
I do. Yeah.
Actually, I don't because I don't like flavored coffee. Not because I'm trying to be less.
Amy, we just call it PSL from now on.
I'm trying to be less disdainful of basic bitches because we all have our basicness. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with being a basic bitch.
Andy is my favorite basic bitch. Hi, Andy.
I'm the most basic.
You're the basicest.
I'm like carbon. It's very basic. It's
You're Sharon
everywhere.
Stone, man. You got a basic instinct.
Well, let's face it, he's no Sharon Stone.
We've got Kelley here with us.
I do love pumpkin spice lattes. I'll get up in any motherfucker's face about that shit.
Cheers.
It's a delicious drink. I don't know what your problem is with it.
I don't like flavored coffee.
Not your problem. I mean the people who are like. Also, I do love leggings and boots. I mean, not on myself because they don't look right on me. But go fuck
North
yourself.
Face jackets.
In a way,
I'm not a fan of North
you
Face,
wear
but-
compression socks, so
I
that's
do.
kind of legging adjacent.
Yeah.
So all these things that are good that you hasslers are just
What is
freaking
it
out
that
about.
Dan Savage says? Freddy? Freddy's here.
Don't yuck my yum.
Also, good giving in game.
GGG.
Mhm.
Millie's upset about something.
She's homophobic.
She's very homophobic.
She also agrees with me about pumpkin spice lattes.
Hey, guess what?
Well, what triggered her homophobia just now?
Dan
know.
Savage.
Yeah, we talked about Dan Savage.
Oh.
Do we need to take a break so the dogs can, I don't know, murder each other?
Oh, Elsa's
Did Elsa
in the
kneel?
No,
Is
she's
Elsa kneeling?
She's in the doorway. She looks terrified and confused. She's
Yeah.
like, "What's Millie doing?"
Who even knows anymore with these two dumb bitches? You know, you get two women in a room, and then they're just like, meh, 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 meow, meow, except they're dogs, and it's confusing.
Yeah.
You think
right.
it's because we were talking about the flag and the
Yeah.
black players?
Millie is very into veterans
Okay.
groups and waves the flag at all family
She
events.
bleeds red, white, and blue, Amy.
She's
Something like
protective of
that.
Kelley or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think her bone's down there.
Yeah, she's got her bone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She don't eat meat,
Damn
but she
it.
sure likes the bone.
Yeah.
Mary Moon!
Oh, God damn it.
She's a vegetarian!
I'll never be rid of this song.
We were just talking about this on when we were bagging everything up for shipping the shirts and pins, which are starting to arrive in people's homes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's super exciting. The international folks should get them very soon. That takes an extra
Ooh.
step or two.
International.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say about that?
Well, I love the positive response we're getting out of them. I'm wearing one of the tees
Freddie's
right
wearing
now
his tee right now. It looks great on him.
because it was the top thing in my drawer.
Oh, he is
And
like
Amy
that.
made me put a shirt on.
Yeah, I said, please put a shirt on for your friends.
And I was like, fuck
Freddie,
it.
you don't ever have to put a
Jesus.
shirt on
Amy,
for me.
who do you think we are?
Well, I mean, can you just
Look what you made me do. What you made me, you made me do it.
I'm sorry.
It's like I tell you every time, like when you give me a look when I burp
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
fart, I'm almost like, you ain't the queen,
Oh.
you ain't the pope.
Every time I call Elise hot or talk about blowjobs
You get that same look.
from you. Yeah.
Yeah, guess what, Andy? I don't need a crown to know that I'm a queen.
Yeah, queen.
Queen.
Yes, queen. And Freddie, you just know you never have to put a shirt on for us.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
You don't have to put pants on. You don't have to put shit on. I
He's
don't give a
full
fuck.
on turning into his dad. He backs into the driveway now when he parks at night,
Yeah.
and he doesn't wear a shirt.
Not just at night, everywhere,
Yeah.
any time of day.
That's true.
My back end these days. Hey. And speaking of Patreon, we have a new episode of the Night of the Comic. Damien Maffei happened to be in town working on an audition for something mysterious that we're not allowed to say what it is. But we did talk about his role in Strangers.
It's so weird you
the
had to be
sequel
so
The
secretive about
Strangers.
porn.
Was it the mysterious Mr. Mystery? Was that the thing he was auditioning for?
Yeah, the mysterious Mr. Mystery
Mhm.
and the Misty 5000s.
Mm-hmm.
When are they going to have a Mrs. Mystery? You know what I'm saying?
But we did Night of the Comic, artist versus writer, which was a pretty interesting
Oh, I wish
conversation.
I'd been on that one.
You should have.
What are your opinions, real quick?
Well, for me personally, it's more about the art.
Yeah, that's
that-
kind of where we land.
And I'm not saying that that's the right way. For
Yeah.
once, I'm saying that I'll acknowledge that it doesn't have to be the right way. But for me, what grabs me is good art. And then if the story is absolute garbage, like
Art won't save it.
I won't want to read it. I'll skim through it and look at the art. But like if the writing is halfway okay and the art is good, then you got me.
Yeah,
So that's out there right now.
I judge books by their cover.
Me too. But that's the beauty of Paperbacks from Hell.
More. That's the other. Oh, you haven't released that yet, have you?
Oh, was I supposed to? I thought you were going to do it.
I can do it.
Oh, well, there's a book corner coming very soon to you patrons, where I discuss Paperbacks from Hell, Mazes and Monsters, the book, and the TV
That
movie.
book, by the way, is really taking off. I've seen so many people who aren't connected to us at all posting about
It's so fucking
Paperbacks
good.
from Hell
It's
on
so
Facebook.
good. Go buy it. Grady Hendrix.
We're just gonna take credit for that.
Yeah.
We better get that
No.
review out so you can send them a link. It'll be publicly available.
Origins are old episodes that are not available on the internet.
Sharks and shit.
Sharks and Shit episode 9 is out.
How about if I take you home and eat your pussy?
I'm tired, but I'm also kind of wired.
For long-time listeners, that was the first time you'll hear the news bumper. And us not going,
Oh, that's you.
News.
I was like,
giggling.
Who's snorting?
Snorting
that
over
was just-
there.
I remember that as a good episode.
Well, as Correcty McGee over here, Kelly's talking about Joe Dante, and Freddie goes, "Oh, he directed Gremlins," and Kelly goes, "No, he didn't. Chris Columbus did."
And I was wrong. Joe Dante did direct.
Mhm.
And Chris Columbus wrote Gremlins.
And I love how Freddie was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm wrong,"
I said I always presume I'm wrong when someone corrects me. It's just a character flaw.
because I beat that into him over.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore unless it's people I think are dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, did you guys know that Terrence Howard is dead?
Oh my god.
And then everybody's like, I don't think that's true. And I'm like, yeah, he died like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then you guys IMDb it and you're like, yep, he's alive.
He choked to death on ice cream on the set of not Empire. What's the other show where he was the sheriff, that weird ass show that was on for a while? And he kept eating ice cream cones.
Oh, the one with Matt Dillon.
Yeah.
Oh, I read those books.
Ice Cream Sheriff?
Yeah, that's
Wayward
the
Pines.
one. Wayward Pines, yeah.
I didn't know Terrence Howard was on that.
It was. And he ate a lot of ice
I
cream.
feel like the only ice cream you could choke on is Rocky Road.
You know, they try to make him look menacing eating ice cream, and let me tell you
He just looks
something.
menacing just in general.
He looks rapey.
Yeah.
Well, he's got some domestic violence in his past.
I know. That's why I say that.
Well, when he eats an ice cream cone, it's even more so.
Yeah.
So-
you know what ice cream is good is butter pecan.
Peanut butter ripple and butter pecan.
Why are you shaking your face?
Because
at
I
me?
don't like butter pecan.
She doesn't like
Sorry.
ice cream.
You don't like chocolate and you don't like butter pecan.
like-
There's no winning with you.
She's like Ross from Friends. You don't like ice cream.
I like certain things.
It hurts my teeth.
Well, so patreon.com/NOTLP if you would like to support the show.
Yeah.
$1 a month is wonderful and beautiful, and thank you. However, as we said last week, I mean, donate first to Puerto Rico and people, that devastated by Irma and Harvey. And
Yeah.
of course, all of that.
If it's an either or,
Do that.
Well,
we
Amy,
urge you
I
to
was
go. to Puerto
Emotionally
Rico.
devastated by those natural disasters.
And
so-
you need us
Yeah.
to help you get
Andy
through
was
it.
upset
That's fine, too.
that our lunch budget burned up. He was last night. He was planning what we were going to eat for lunch today, and I'm like, dude, we don't have any lunch money yet. I was like, we still got to pay for the shirts and the travel.
Well, I'm still going to eat lunch, but I prefer a free lunch.
Oh my god, you guys are ridiculous.
it tastes so much better.
There should be
When
no
the- when
free
the
lunch.
patrons
There
buy
is
your
no
lunch.
such thing as a free lunch, and that's an economics thing that I learned from my mother. 'Cause she was an economics major. So Patreon.com, you got that? You're good. We good on that?
I had these really good fucking
Yeah.
eggplant things last night.
Is it from PNS? I assume because you go there all the time.
No, I might go there for lunch, but it is no, it's from Oriental Walk.
Asian walk?
No. It's called it has the word Oriental in it.
Things can be oriental.
Doesn't seem right.
Objects are Oriental.
Objects.
Asians are.
I don't
people
think
are
so.
Asians.
No, it doesn't sound good to me.
I think that's what the place is called. Someone else ordered it for me.
He's pretty white, so he probably knows.
Yeah.
It was really good though.
Have you had the egg rolls from Chinky Dinks?
I've never had a bad egg roll, so they're
All
probably
right.
great.
I was thinking to myself how we've grown, and then you did
Yeah.
that.
That's funny. Like, I was listening to that Missy Elliott song, where it goes, dong, hoing, dong, dang, da, dang, da, dong.
Ding, dong, ding, dong, ding, da,
I
ding.
was like, I don't think that would
White dong, ding, dong, ding, da, ding.
black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese boys. And I was thinking, like, that wouldn't cut the mustard now.
It wouldn't cut the mustard. I don't know. Cut the mustard sounds a little.
Ain't no shame, ladies. Do your thing. Just make sure you're ahead of the game.
White, dong, dang, dong, dang, da, dang.
What's
But I
going
give her a
on?
pass because it's a banger.
Yeah.
It is a banger. Also, she talks gibberish throughout the whole thing,
Yeah.
so maybe it wasn't intended to be Chinese gibberish.
Is your purple nipple wet yet?
Yep.
As Mike likes to say, since he's not here to do it.
Your fippa dippin' went flip.
Alicia DeWitt.
It's your dippin' fippa dip whip.
What?
I think she was trying to pronounce Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
And that's what came out.
She's gonna search your trunk.
So, what's going on, everybody?
This Belvedere's playing tricks on me.
What's going on?
We went to
It looks like a Halle Berry poster.
Schoolhouse last night.
Some of you did.
Me, Freddie, and Andy, and we got the poo-poo scared out of us.
Were you sad that you didn't make it, Kelley?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna make it next year? You gotta get your foot fixed.
Next year, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm gonna miss probably all the haunts.
Knock on wood.
We're gonna get you a new foot. Patrons,
because of my
we need
feet.
your donations. We gotta get him a new foot.
Yeah.
We're gonna get him one of those crazy Hobbit feets that they used in the movies.
I'd love a Hobbit footses.
Yeah.
Proud feet.
A proud foot.
You want a proud foot?
I would love a proud
If
foot.
you could change your foot.
He would.
I would. Gee. So yeah, I am bummed. I love the Dent Schoolhouse.
It was really good.
I love how they change it just a bit every year, and like they really upped their game this year.
Also, I really enjoyed when they gave us food, and they did that this year for
Oh,
you
we
guys.
fucked up this year. We went to dinner first.
Oh,
Yeah,
did they have all the meatballs up there?
And they had Snappies, and you can never get
Yeah,
Snappies.
Snappy tomato. They had that's.
This is what you talk about.
It's like you traveled back in time, because that's what Mike Chiswick and I had when we went to their press.
We
night
traveled
the
back
first
in
time.
time.
Those fucking meatballs are so good.
I'm so happy
They had so
for
many
you.
different kinds.
I know.
I was upset because they had something
They had
called,
like a Thai meatball.
they had
and-
something called buffalo meatballs.
Yeah.
I didn't get to try them because I was too full from chicken.
Too full from chicken.
That's
By half.
That's my biography, actually.
the
From chicken.
story.
the Andy Hung story.
Well, some new stuff was added. You could definitely see a little like tweaks and twunks, twunk versatiles in there
See twinks.
and twunks.
Twinks and twunks.
They scared the pee out of me a few times. This I'll never not have that response to chainsaws where I will like just start running. Like just it's an unconscious thing. I'm just out. See you later. There was a few times we lost Andy. He just ran so far ahead.
It's flight or fight, and I'm a
Yeah.
fighter.
They really, I mean, as good as they are every year, it was even better this year. And the art direction and the props and the animatronics. So
If
on
you're-
point.
You're within a 100-mile radius. You have no excuse. Get your ass
100 miles.
to the Dent Schoolhouse. I mean, we have an embarrassment of haunts around here, obviously. We have Land of Illusion. We have,
Plus-
Halloween haunt at Kings Island.
Plus all the dinky USS Nightmare.
USS Nightmare is such a unique one.
Plus all the dinky ones.
And the
Yeah.
dinky one.
And then even around us, we've got the Haunted Hoochie and Columbus.
Yeah.
Hey, we weren't going to talk about her.
The haunted prison
Mm-hmm.
in Mansfield.
Got
Yeah.
the cave in
We-
Lewisburg.
We've got that one place in Kentucky where they touch
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And we got my ass. It's haunted too.
Mhm.
The USS
Andy's haunted
Nightmare.
ass.
Makes
Well, we
noises.
said that one.
Oh, you did, yeah.
I think this year, I don't know. Every year I say I'm going to do it and then I don't do it. But the lights out night that they do at Dent Schoolhouse,
Yeah.
they also have an option for touching as well.
Yeah.
So you can wear a little like red glow stick, he said, and they know that
They'll
it can
touch
touch
you.
you too in the lights out night.
When I do it, that's all I'm gonna wear.
I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna put my red glow stick over my wiener.
Yeah.
Be like, that's the only place you can. Go.
Yeah.
You guys are disgusting.
Same
oh my
place he
gosh.
puts his mistletoe at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kiss it.
You know
touch
how
it.
many times?
Make it
that's
make
worked
it so
for me?
scared it throws up.
Company Christmas parties.
I go to other people's company Christmas parties
Yeah.
and do that. They don't know.
They're like, hey, who's the guy with the mistletoe over his junk? They're like, I don't know, but I'm going to go put my mouth on it.
It's a Christmas tradition, and
Yeah.
you can't. If there's one thing I know about living in this country, you can't. You
can't
flout
Yeah.
Tradition.
Christmas traditions.
It's the war on Christmas.
It's the war on Christmas.
Put it in your mouth or you don't
Yeah.
love Jesus.
I kneel during Christmas, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
He kneels.
I kneel to kiss Kelly's dick
Only when the mistletoe is
because
there.
there's mistletoe above
Yeah.
it. That's why I kneel.
He's a,
on the first day.
he's
of
a you're a
Christmas,
hardcore Christian.
Yeah.
And he took a knee in a mouthful of Kelly.
It rhymes too.
It does rhyme.
That's great, baby.
Freddie's a talented
You're
songwriter.
welcome.
Twas beautiful.
But I forget where I am when I'm driving.
You're the weird Al of this table.
The weirdest of all owls at this table. The weird owl?
You're the weird owl. Who?
You should draw a sketch like that. He's an owl.
Oh my
with the
God.
curly hair and the glasses.
Yeah.
That's a new t-shirt.
I'm gonna draw.
TM.
I'm gonna,
Weird
I'm gonna
Owl.
send it to him, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, I've never received this before."
Put it on the pile. Got another one for the pile.
That's how he heats his home. He doesn't even have to. He no longer has to pay for gas and electric.
He just burns weird owl paintings.
Yeah.
And
His palatial estate.
yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Good.
Did you tease even what we're doing?
Okay, so we're starting our. Well, no, I did at the beginning. I said it's the time. It's TV time. TV special time.
Yeah.
It's the time of the
I feel like
season
it
for
got
loving.
lost and everything else.
We'll be talking about an episode of Frasier later and an episode of Dawson's Creek.
3 of us will be talking about Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, apparently I Do What I Want extends to this show, and apparently I didn't have to watch shit throughout the years that I didn't want to.
So Kelley, why didn't you watch Dawson's Creek like you were supposed to?
I hate Dawson's Creek.
Do you know this episode was like a tribute to Scream, though?
I hate Dawson's Creek. Well, yeah, of course, Kevin Williamson wrote the fucking thing.
Exactly. And you know who co-wrote this episode?
Kevin Williamson?
Besides Kevin Williamson.
Wes Craven.
No.
Sean Astin.
No.
Say it.
Well, I forgot his name.
Salieri.
Mike White, right?
Yeah.
School of Rock.
School of Rock.
And it was directed by the guy who directed
It was
All right.
It was directed by Chris Columbus.
Yeah. It was directed by Joe Dante.
We'll get to it. All right, everybody. Well, we'll.
Is he dead?
Who?
Joe Dante?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely.
No, but I would say he was.
Oh, we lost Hugh Hefner and Monty Hall this week. Are we
Oh
gonna be okay?
boy, people lost their fucking minds over Hugh Hefner. Listen, everybody.
Calm your tits.
He was not that great of a dude.
No, he was super complicated.
Yes,
He
but-
did some
but
good
still,
shit, and he did some really bad shit.
Yeah,
He violated Marilyn Monroe's body.
he did more than supposedly violated many people.
But he also
He Cosby'd. He Cosby'd it up.
He did some good things for like racial politics and
Freedom of
women's
speech.
right
Stephen
to,
King. We can probably.
So he's complicated, and this is the argument that I've been trying to make. People are complicated. They're never going to be perfect, and if you expect a human being to be perfect, you are going to be disappointed every fucking
except for
time.
Vera Farmiga.
Tumblr.
She's
So
very
get
simple.
over
She's
it.
perfect.
Yeah. The Avril Lavigne song plays over and over again
Skater
in Amy's
Boy.
head.
Yeah.
She only had the 2 songs. We determined that last night.
Oh no, I love her song. What the hell?
So complicated.
No, I hate that song, but I do love what.
Remember
the hell.
Weird Al made it Constipated?
Yeah.
Yeah. Idle Hands. That was the movie that the director of this episode of Dawson's Creek directed.
Okay, well,
That gave the world. Go on. Everybody knows.
Wait, Idle Hands?
Yeah.
Tara Reid?
No.
Seth Green.
Jessica
The what?
Alba.
Oh,
Jessica Alba. We were looking for Jessica Alba.
sorry.
All right. We'll be right back.
Excuse me.
Hello, boys and girls. It's time for Straight-to-Video Russian Roulette.
Welcome back.
Oh, hi.
And be sure to stick around at the end of Amy's review of The Black Room
Uh-huh.
for a little talk about an exciting short called The Manual.
Everything's the.
A lot of articles today.
So the Black Room actually was at Horror Hound Weekend when we were there, and Natasha Henstridge is in it, and she was at Horror Hound Weekend, so and stuff and things. So just that little. I really disliked this movie, and I'm sorry. I know I should be a person that can have more fun, and I love a dumb movie.
Oh no, listen, man. I can't. If this movie was garbage, it's garbage.
The guy who wrote it or directed it or both, I can't remember. Actually, wrote and directed a bunch of Emmanuel movies and a lot of it looks like a lot of soft core.
So he's been around forever then.
Yeah. And in fact, he had a stage name for directing some of this shit called F.W. Nosferatu.
Oh,
That's
because
fun.
F.W. Murnau
That's
and then
fun.
Nosferatu.
He seems like a fun guy.
And it started off real doofy, but kind of fun. And any movie that has Lin Shaye, I'm in for as much as I can.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
That brain tickling gas mask wearing bitch.
She's fucking great. And Freddie and I were joking. He's like, does she know what movie she's in half the time? Or she's just
she just shows up for work.
She
Whatever.
just shows up on set and they just let her in.
She's like, I set my alarm for 9 a.m. every morning to go to work.
And they're like, did we cast her? Like, I don't know.
Just do it.
Just play along.
Spray her
essentially,
with gore.
a demon, a sex demon ghost,
Mm-hmm.
is trying to have sex with Lin Shaye's granddaughter because it accidentally got out of the room she kept, the black room in the basement where she was hiding it, like keeping it prisoner, and it gets out at the beginning of the movie and like seduces her granddaughter while she's sleeping in bed, like a grown person because Lin Shaye's an older lady.
Does it look like a hot man?
No, it doesn't look like anything. In fact,
okay.
It was an interesting effect. I don't know how they do it.
Is it a lot of like simulated, like her like grinding, like what's her face in that movie about the other rape ghost? What was that?
The Entity?
Yeah,
Barbara Hershey.
Barbara Hershey.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, the camera goes to her face.
Barbara Hershey
the
Special
girl's
Dark.
sleeping, and like the lips are being pressed down, and you hear this.
Oh, it's a kissy ghost.
Yeah, this demon's a sloppy kisser, huh?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, am I supposed to be laughing here? Because I am.
Oh, Kissy Ghost. That was my favorite cartoon in the 80s.
Yeah, kissy ghost.
Yeah.
And then like her nipples are exposed, and then they start moving around as if, and then you hear like slurping noises. Okay,
Kelley got all excited.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just trying to think how they would do
how
that.
do they do it?
Yeah,
Because it looks really good.
the effects in the movie are great.
And well,
Like I'm trying.
They
to
are.
think,
There are
like,
a lot of cool practical
good.
effects.
Like
in this
did the
movie.
director just like suck on her titties and then like have himself like
he was wearing a green
CGI'd
mask.
out? Yeah.
I don't know how they did it.
So
And
it
then-
sounds like the sucky noises are kind of over the top and cartoonish.
It was very cartoonish.
Yeah.
So then let's continue. Then what happens? Then what happens with her pussy?
Well, eventually, Lin Shaye, comes in with like a symbol of like the evil eye or something, like to banish the.
I thought she was going to say an
demon.
itty bitty waist and a round thing in her face.
Oh.
And banishes it, into the. But then the granddaughter is like lured down into the basement and is burnt up. Doesn't matter. Cut to like 6 months later.
Mm-hmm.
And Natasha Henstridge and her vaguely Eastern European husband.
He is just a sleazy looking dude.
Tommy Wiseau?
kind of, yeah.
Maybe Johnny
Actually,
is
he's
vampire.
Danish. He's not Eastern European.
He's a cheese Danish.
But there's like just a quality about him I don't care for. Sorry, dude.
No,
I mean-
he's got he's very. Some people would consider this guy very handsome, and other people would say, "Ew."
Maybe Johnny is vampire. We'll
You know what
see.
I mean?
I really want to see the Disaster Artist. By the way,
I do too,
I'm
and
very
I've heard a lot of
excited about
people
it.
complaining about it. Though.
Oh man.
They say, "Why for?" But when I saw the trailer of James Franco doing the line, trying to get the line, I did not hit her.
Oh hi, Mark.
That made me laugh so hard because he kept getting it wrong. He kept coming out, and then when he got it, everybody's so excited that he got the line finally.
Sorry to pause your review, and
Oh, no, go
I just
right
want to
ahead.
say this part real quick. What I'm hoping is that the Disaster Artist is like really, really good, and it wins like an Oscar for Best Picture, and Tommy Wiseau ends up with an Oscar because he's probably a producer on this thing.
I don't know.
I bet he
It
is.
would make me so happy.
How amazing would it be for Tommy Wiseau to earn a fucking Oscar based off of The Room?
Well,
I think we can all agree
yeah.
he's already earned the Oscar. He just hasn't been given it yet.
I just want to see that speech when he accepts the Oscar.
It'll justify his whole thing. He'll be like, "See, I told you this was going to be good."
There
That
was
was
a
very-
lot of backlash.
Oh,
about
hi,
this.
Mark.
That was very vampire-ish.
Oh hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
If you don't
loves The Room.
Yeah. If you don't recognize that The Room is something special, I think that you're a little dead inside. That's a special thing.
You could also. Well, never mind. Go ahead.
What was not special? The Black Room. So Freddie
The Black Room. It is like The Room.
There are no black.
It's a
people in it.
spinoff.
Freddie likened this to a Wishmaster-esque kind of
It's
movie,
very
at least in
Wishmaster.
spirit. And I would say the Wishmaster was way more competently acted.
Wishmaster was fun.
Yeah.
I know we use that word again, but it was
I
fun.
thought Wishmaster was fun too. This movie just didn't connect with me that way. It was silly, and it like
How come we never got Wishmaster versus Leprechaun?
Oh,
I feel like that was in the works at some point.
I do too.
We should have Robert Kurtzman. Yes?
From The Walking Dead.
That's
no.
Is that Kirkman?
That's
Oh,
Kirkman.
yeah.
Yeah. Should have Kurtzman on to talk about Wishmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Like at some point, her Natasha Henstridge's creepy husband gets possessed by the sex demon because it gets out of the basement again.
Right.
And they're at a restaurant and he's trying to get a waitress to go fuck him, and
Oh, so
because it feeds off of sexual energy.
I assume this
kills
the sex
you.
demon is hetero, right?
No,
Yeah.
there is a moment.
Does he rape men too?
Wasn't there a kind of a
No.
free lovey moment? Oh, that's something. Maybe I dreamed it.
And the waitress is like, no, thank you. And then, like, I guess to punish her in some way, she's standing there and her boobs are deflating. She's like, my breasts. And she, like, opens her shirt.
Yeah. And
they're coming out her back.
The demon pulls
And I
her
don't know
breasts
why.
out of her back.
Yeah, her boobies come out of her back, and it's actually like a great effect because you're like, she pulls her shirt down, and her the poor actress that they cast, of course, they cast her because she's naturally, I guess, kind of flat chested, and then and like so they have this artificial boobs go.
Don't you
And
think?
then her back has got these big boobies hanging off. Of
I
it.
don't think it's fair.
Funny, but
It was funny.
I don't think it's fair that like the demon should have said, "Hey, man, if you don't have sex with me, I'm going to pull your tits out your back," and given her the option at that point to change her mind. And then if she was still like, "No, thank you,"
be fair.
okay.
He's not a reasonable demon.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing? I don't think those exist.
Mm-hmm.
it should have been more fun, but it wasn't.
Back boobies.
Back boobies.
This movie, you know, it should have. James Duvall shows up.
Of course he does.
He was great.
He's
His
like,
hair
"Hey,
is very
everybody."
long.
Oh, he
He's
shows
so
up with
fun.
He is a nice guy.
him and
Yeah.
Lachey just drive around looking for.
Yeah, they
movie
work
They
sets.
get up
together.
together. They carpool.
Yeah.
His hair was super long. Like,
Yeah.
he had it in a ponytail.
Well, that's how he got
way
to
down
Hollywood.
back.
There's an actress in this. who,
like the Native American guy.
Yeah.
there's a kind of like gothy Augie Duke
Oh, the sister.
who plays the sister who seduces James Duvall.
Mm-hmm.
Amy,
But she was dead.
Amy was very uncomfortable.
Oh, so she was a
with the scene.
zombie.
She was on top of the washing machine, like playing DJ.
Oh yeah, like just like
And Amy
icky
didn't like
stuff
that.
like that. It's like, come on.
You don't like seeing people masturbate?
No, it's just like the movie just made it seem so gross.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't. The movie didn't do
It was
anything
like
for me.
late
I know I'm a
night
prude.
Cinemax
I
sexiness.
know I'm a prude.
So it's like borderline softcore, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like Natasha Henstridge
you'll like
is
it,
like
Kelly.
I'm not gonna watch it.
humping the
Well,
washing machine.
You're gonna miss out.
I just want to see the back boobies.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, so go have at it, kids.
Nat Flax.
Netflix.
Don't you want sexy times, Kelly?
Maybe Johnny's vampire. We'll see.
It wasn't something that worked for me, but I could see somebody having fun with it if you're into that sort of thing.
If you're into that sort of thing,
No, I'm not.
you dirty birdies.
You're a bunch of dirty birdies.
I love that. It reminds me of Misery.
Yeah,
All right.
it's keeping it alive.
So I do not
R.I.P.
recommend.
Kathy Bates.
But
Oh no, when?
Amy does not recommend. She do not recommend.
do not recommend.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Is it tearing you apart?
So you guys wanted to talk about the manual?
Yeah,
Mm.
we'll talk about that before we
we're
blast
talking about,
somebody.
We're talking about Emmanuel, the sexual series.
Lewis.
from the
Oh,
80s.
also by
Emmanuel
Rolf
Lewis.
Yeah.
Rolf Kanofsky or whatever his name was. I don't remember. I'm sorry, sir, that I didn't like your movie. You're not listening,
I
but
used
you
to
know
watch.
what I mean.
I used to watch Emmanuel and the Red Shoe Diaries
So-
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were fun. So the manual is a short film. It's a 30-minute film by Wil Magness, who does a lot of like commercial work. You can find his site magness.tv, magness.tv. This is a really I don't know if it's for everyone, but I really enjoyed it.
It was just really well made.
Yeah.
It was really well made. I liked what it was trying to do,
Mhm.
and I liked the ideas. I thought that I thought that he had a very interesting idea, and I feel like he had something to say.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that and I know I sound like a broken record when I say this, but I don't feel like the storytelling quite did justice to the idea that he was trying to get across. But it was beautiful. It was beautifully shot. You know, and the ideas were there, the emotions were there, but like I feel like I was trying to get more out of it, and you know what I'm saying,
Well,
than I
before
was
we get into,
actually
like,
getting.
a hardcore criticism of what it is, but like just the basic setup is it's post-apocalyptic.
Mhm.
You have this family of 3 living in the woods with this 4th character called Machine, which
Machine.
is like a household robot.
Mhm.
And the parents die, and Machine raises the little boy, and then the little boy starts
pronounced
dealing with
Michonne.
the little boy as an adult.
Michini?
He's being taught a religion from a digital, like a ebook, a really cool design prop.
Yeah.
That's called the manual. It's essentially their Bible, and he's having a conflict of faith and mortality crisis type thing.
I do really like how with the religious aspect of it is kind of a new twist in these kinds of, because I feel like I've seen a few shorts that are kind of like this.
Yeah.
But I did like the religious twist, and that machine fully believed it, and that the machines were also worked into their mythology of heaven, which is also unique, where they said animals do not go to heaven, but machines and human beings do.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. There's music coming from the room.
Is The Legend of Zelda happening?
It's my phone.
Kelley!
It's the Ocarina of Time. Yeah, like Andy was saying, visually, I think this guy has a style that is out of this world. There's moments, especially the look of Machine with the blue eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And the white body armor type design. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. And then I'll say what
I was going to say that in the contrast of the, like woodsy setting that looks like kind of like.
Well, I like the contrast between it's a very high tech machine, but it's a very basic world. It's not futuristic.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I like the contrast between those two things.
The machine's design and the costume is very simple, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like.
I mean, it's a simple design, but she's still a very high tech machine.
Well, yeah, because it's like if you're in the reality of that, it is a complicated machine, but it's a simple costume that works really well.
Yeah.
Like I'm completely convinced that it's a robot and.
But I think it grounds the story because we can relate to that world. It's not a futuristic world where we're in floating cars and everything.
Right. And it definitely has. He definitely takes kind of advantage of sort of the '80s vibe that's kind of going around with like Turbo Kid and Stranger Things.
Oh, the score in particular.
It's very synthy.
Yeah. And even like the manual itself is kind of a throwback.
It's like the future of the past.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not a touch screen. It's like a metal box with a knob.
With a dial, yeah.
Yeah, you turn the knob to scroll down the page, and I think that was a really cool choice. This really worked for me on a lot of levels.
Yeah, it did its job because it made me feel things.
Yeah. Oh, the acting too.
Yeah.
We should probably say both the voice of Machine and the lead actor in this, I thought was just really, really talented.
Yeah.
Whoops.
What'd you do?
I hit the wrong button on my phone.
Oh, no
I just wanted to say his name. Say his
Bill?
name. Say his name.
Splurton.
Camden Cherfamdala.
His name
Charlie
is
Barkington.
J.J. Johnston.
J.J.
You're
Johnston.
so close.
J. Jonah Jameson.
That's a lot of J's.
Mm-hmm.
We were close.
We were so close.
We were right there.
He has 7 credits. And he's...
What can you get for 7 credits?
I don't know. 4 rations.
You can get an eraser and like a gummy dinosaur.
Chinese finger trap things.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Black Room. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. All right. Yes.
I prefer wobbly H.
What do we got here? What do we got? We done?
There's a twist, which, this is one of those stories, and I think this might be why it didn't work for you, Kelley. I'm just guessing that you feel like they're going. It
was very intellectual, and you're a dummy.
No, it's like with the Twilight Zone, and they set up in the first 10 minutes of an episode of the Twilight Zone, you're going to get these answers at the end, and this provides you kind of a vague. It's not a cop-out ending, but it comes out of kind of a left field.
Yeah.
And it's not what you expect.
I think it can be interpreted in different ways, though.
Well, that wasn't it for me. I just felt like there was, the entire time, I don't even know what it was. Like, I felt like he was trying to, God, I feel like I'm sounding such a douchebag. He was trying to say something to me, but I wasn't quite getting the full extent of it,
like when Scooby-Doo's trying to warn Shaggy that
and
there's a ghost behind him,
but he's still a dog, so he can't but no, I mean, so I definitely, the intent was there. There's a lot of talent behind it. I just I felt like maybe I wasn't getting exactly as much out of it as I kind of wanted to.
Yeah, I could see it not connecting with everyone for sure, because it is taking a lot of chances with it.
It almost did, it did. And
did Millie fart? I think Millie farted. I'm so sorry, but that's awful.
Yes, it was Millie.
And for those, this might sound like a spoiler, but it's not. You guys will know what I'm talking about. No one else will until they watch it. But the scene that really did work for me was when he pushes machine.
Oh yeah.
That scene worked for me, and I felt like that's where I was the closest to getting whatever it was he was trying to say about like religion and connecting with other living beings and the just being happy with what you have. Like I felt like in that moment I kind of got it.
Yeah.
But like it just everything else kind of I felt like could have gone a little bit more deeply. I don't know. But it was good. I absolutely think it was a good short.
Yeah.
I just, I don't know exactly what it was where it didn't 100% work for me.
Yeah. What about you, Andy?
I really liked it. Yeah, it made me, like I said, it made me feel things, and it made me think. So it did its job.
2 things I don't care about.
Just Amy doesn't like thinking and feeling.
Yeah. You're like
you're a machine.
You're like Michonne.
So in summary, 2 out of 3 dentists recommend the manual.
You ain't no dentist.
I'd recommend it.
3 out of 3 dentists recommend the manual.
I liked it. Like I said, it just felt like a teeny bit short for me, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I like
it's
short
a complicated
movies
feeling.
I like short movies and I cannot lie.
It's a complicated feeling I'm having about it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Amy, you like how Freddy just stole your joke.
Are you feeling a type of way?
What did I steal?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what it is.
Better not sure what it is?
Butternut?
Butternut Sure.
Butternut Bush.
All right, let's see who's
Directed
gonna...
by Butternut Sure.
I want to shoot. I'm going to shoot.
Oh, I want to shoot too.
Oh, shit. All right. I have to restart Safari to get the thing, so talk amongst yourselves.
Jeez.
We're not recording now, are we?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Art of conversation question real quick.
All right, let's do it.
No.
Let's do it.
Happens.
Let's
You
do
ready?
it.
Oh, that's a dumb thing.
Can we play the movie buff game on the show sometime as a bonus?
Yes,
should.
Queen.
Is there a euphemism that you are particularly fond of using?
You go first, Andy. I have to think about it for a minute.
That's the thinker.
Oh no.
Like a euphemism, like a something dirty.
Oh, I've come to the conclusion I like Fanny.
As
Or,
a,
Is that a
for a
euphemism?
vajaja?
Yeah.
A vajaja.
I just think it's very quaint and cute.
Ready? You got one?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I have to say Fanny as well.
I also like Hoo Ha.
I'm just kidding. No. Gizmo.
Was that used from?
I inherited that from my dad. He used it for everything.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been your genitals. It could have been a gadget you didn't know how to use. But Gizmo.
Could have been a gremlin.
Yeah. A guy I work with said when he was a kid, one of his classmates was always lying to him. One day he just came up to him and said, "I have a gremlin." Matt, my friend Matt, told me about that. It made me laugh so hard.
All right, Kelley, if you don't have an answer, I'm ready to go now.
I don't.
Okay, cool. So I have this gun loaded with one movie bullet. Kelley, take this gun. Put it up to your temple or put it in your mouth or put it in your hootie hoo.
Can I put it in my fanny?
Yeah.
All right.
Put it right up your fanny.
Take a load off, Fanny.
Pull the trigger. Oh, you lived.
Yeah, there was no sound though.
I noticed that. I don't
It's because it was all the way up my ass.
Oh, I forgot to put
And it's the new
doesn't matter.
silent bullets.
Yeah, we bought a silencer.
Yeah.
I'm going to
With
put in
patron
the
money?
sound for it, you idiots.
Oh,
Thanks for making this stupid.
thanks for breaking.
Freddie, you died.
Okay. Wow, that was loud.
I know.
That was the silence was deafening.
Use a silencer. All right. Your movie's called Savage Land. It's on Amazon Prime for those.
Oh, that's
Follow
where
along.
Craven the Hunter is from.
Yeah, Wolverine fights dinosaurs there sometimes.
Yeah.
A small town near the Arizona-Mexico border is wiped out overnight. Suspicion falls on the lone survivor, but a roll of photos the survivor took that night tells a different story.
It's full of Craven the Hunter and Wolverine.
Yeah, the Savage Lands.
Savage Land.
Just
Why
Savage
do I
Land.
have to? Okay.
The thing below.
That's where Dan Savage
thing
lives.
below.
That's the name of his compound.
Yesterday, I had to repeat myself 49,112 times.
525,000.
Here's the, and I'll explain why she had to.
Why?
Because
Explain.
you're like, I said, what are the movies in the Origins episode? And you're like, Thing Below.
I said the thing from below.
Then I said, you said the thing from below, and I
That's
didn't
what you
hear
said
you.
in the. No, we need to have this fight on air.
And then I
No.
said, and then I said,
Anyway,
I was
Freddy's
like,
dead.
I said the thing from below, and then you said thing below.
No, I didn't.
Hey, Freddy,
Yeah.
who's on first?
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
what it was.
So Freddie will review that next week. All right, we ready to move
Savage
on?
Land.
I love domestic strife cast.
The Savage, the Land.
Savage Land, right?
If I didn't love him, I wouldn't fight with him.
The love below. I am your neighbor.
Lend me some sugar. Lend me some.
Lend me.
I'll pay it back to you.
Yeah. Tenfold, just like a Satanist.
All right, we'll be right back.
This week's main attraction is round 1 of Halloween specials. We're going to start. We'll start with Frasier, season 9.
Frasier.
Frasier.
An episode that aired on October 30th, 2001. It's called Room Full of Heroes.
I selected this one.
Can I tell you something funny? When I looked it up, because I tried to, I had the title, so I had to find the season and episode on IMDb, and I thought it said 2011.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Frasier didn't run through 2011. Holy shit! And then
It's been on for 20 years.
And just because I have to do this, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't fight with you. I gave you the season and episode number in the text I sent to you,
Did you?
along with the title.
I didn't see that. I just
People
saw
of
that.
Earth, Amy is better than everyone in this room.
I believe you, but I didn't see that. I just saw the title.
I just assumed Kelly's friend was dead.
Yeah. All right. So Frasier, Room Full of Heroes.
Because it always is.
This was when I would say later. Okay, so Freddie and I, obviously, everybody knows this. We just finished watching all of Frasier not that long ago.
Yeah, a few months ago.
We're going to spoil Frasier for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
This is where Niles and Daphne are already together.
They
Yeah.
fucking.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, how many seasons did Frasier actually run?
11.
And this was near the tail end, right?
Season 9.
9.
And at a certain point later in the series, you can tell either the writers hate Kelsey Grammer or
Oh,
they
yeah.
hate Frasier.
They made Frasier into such a fucking baby-ass prick.
He's
Yeah.
such a
Okay,
little bitch.
But was he always like that, though?
Not as bad.
Like very stuck up and holier than thou?
Yeah, but they made him actually kind of.
He became more of a cartoon, it
he's
seems
like
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Very
behaves like an
petulant.
asshat.
His tantrum is just like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
remember
hilarious.
when we watched this episode for the first time, I was like, this is going to totally be my selection.
Okay, another question. At
Yeah.
what did at one point Frasier get bad? Like most sitcoms do
No.
that? Do
No.
Overstay their
It was
welcome?
good all the way
Okay.
through.
Yeah, I don't remember
I
ever
think.
going,
Even when Frasier took his character turn and became an awful person?
Yeah, it was so entertaining.
well, 'cause it was funny.
Yeah.
Well, because everybody else got to shine around him. Like,
Yeah.
you got to see the other characters kind of grow
Yeah.
in the different direction.
It is
So-
funny how everybody around him were dynamic characters, and then they turned him into a kind of a static.
Like, he went backwards.
yeah.
Such a
Yeah.
little bitch.
He was a real bitch.
Oh my god. So the thing about Frasier and Niles, to a certain extent, they have terrible parties. That's just the running joke. 'Cause
Yeah.
Who the fuck wants to come to a party where you stand around drinking sherry and talking about
I love
psychiatry?
Niles. He is just the sweetest person.
Yeah, he's a sweet character.
That's what I love about the. I actually not to-
Niles becomes better as it goes on. They kind of like swapsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to jump ahead, but like his dressing up like Martin was like one of the sweetest things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, oh,
It was really nice.
Yeah, it was.
So we have a famous crane party for
Yeah.
Halloween.
everyone's canceling.
And
all-
everybody cancels because they know that Frasier's come up with this game he wants
Yeah.
everybody to play called Hero Worship, where you have to answer questions. So you have
Old
to
Man Crane.
You have to dress up like your hero because it's Halloween. Your personal hero.
But at this point, he's an awful person, but I love his enthusiasm for it.
I do
Well,
too. There's like, you kind of, even though,
him,
like you're saying, we
okay.
just established that he's unlikable
Yeah.
during this season.
Yeah,
But
well, he doesn't
You
think
feel
that he's
sorry
horrible.
for
I
him
think-
because
yeah.
everybody's
Yeah.
canceling.
But I think he's sincere about this game, and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
totally.
thing. He,
really
doesn't
loves
know
it.
he's horrible.
Yeah.
He's not trying to be horrible.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, so the game is you have to answer questions as your hero, and the questions are like, what would your hero think of the Human Genome Project?
That's the first question.
Implications for blah blah blah. And I'm like, this is a party. Do you not understand? And he gets so mad at everybody because they don't want to play his dumb party and they can't, or his game, and they cancel and pretend to be sick. And he gets so mad about it. And it's like, you don't understand people.
Yeah, we've all had a friend like Frasier, though.
Yeah.
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 He just really wants to control. Like, he just wants him to play this game.
Yeah.
And do it his way.
His way.
And he doesn't like anybody's
costume. He wants.
They didn't do it right.
Well, no,
for
mainly it's Rod's because Rod shows up as Wonder Woman.
He doesn't like Daphne's costume or Niles. He doesn't like any of their
Well,
costumes.
he's a stickler to the rules.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he was
And the thing is,
so upset.
The theming is your personal hero, and he just
Nobody's hero is good enough for him.
Everybody's hero, and I'm like, that's some bullshit. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
God, he's such an asshole.
I do like when because he calls out Daphne on like Elton John being her hero, and she's like, he is my hero, and she lists the reasons,
charitable work,
and he's like, oh, all right, like he listened to her.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I loved her Elton John impersonation. It was so far from it, but she was doing it so sincerely.
The funniest part was when he brings up Marilyn Monroe. She's like, I wrote a song about Marilyn Monroe. It was called Candle in the Wind. And then Roz is like Diana Prince. She's like, I wrote a song about Princess Diana. It was also Candle in the Wind.
And then Frasier gets so mad because that's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
Even though everybody keeps saying it's a coincidence.
There were so many great moments in this episode. They had convinced the kids in the building that Old Man Crane ate brains, and Old Man Crane is Frasier, not Martin, the dad. But there's so many moments where, especially the one strange-looking kid who was the lisp, he's so cute, who turns up in a few episodes, but where they're all trick-or-treating together, and there's always, especially near the end, when he's trying to remove Niles' wig with a spoon, and they open the door, and they look like he's going to eat brains. I love that shit. I love that. That's the sort of thing the writers have carried over into Modern Family.
Well, I didn't expect it to be kind of absurd, the humor. Like there was like that line where like this is not a this is just 5 people drinking beer.
That was
this
great.
Is 5 people drinking. It's not
chaos.
a party.
He said it's chaos. They were like, because the game was falling. He goes, we're having fun. He goes, this isn't fun. This is just 5 people in costumes drinking. It's chaos.
But like Kelley said, my favorite part is like the Diana, Princess Diana.
That was
Diana
so
Prince.
Yeah, it's so
that's
good.
the absurdist humor that I wasn't expecting from this show.
And there's an unexpectedly sweet moment because Niles dresses like Martin and then has this moment where Niles gets a little drunk on beer.
Yeah.
And then was sort of pretending to be Martin, saying that he's kind of disappointed that his boys don't like baseball and they don't have a lot in common. And Martin gets really mad because he's like, I was never disappointed in you for that. And it was really sweet.
It is sweet. Yeah. And what I do like, I like their dynamic. And there's like this weird realness where like, you really do kind of feel like Frasier doesn't appreciate his dad. Like he kind of has like this adversarial thing with him, but where Niles really does like love him and look up to him. And it's almost like he kind of is like the favorite, you know, like.
Well, he should be.
Yeah.
But both Martin and Frasier take off in a huff.
Yeah.
They do that.
Yeah.
As if it's in the blood.
It's in their blood.
Being a little bitch and walking away.
They're like the Skywalkers that way.
Well, I can understand Martin's huffing off as opposed to Frasier's.
Yeah, because he was just throwing a fit. And what's redeeming about Frasier, as much as they make him an asshole, when he's down in the lobby, he sees a little boy getting his candy stolen.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's relating to this kid, saying, I didn't get my way tonight either, basically. And he admits that he's throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah. Well, and that is the thing about it. That is, he is redeeming. Like, he's unlikable, like, in his habits, but he's not a bad person.
No, at his core, he's a very good person.
Yeah.
All of the people on the show are.
It reminded me a lot of Michael Scott from The Office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good comparison.
Where they don't realize that the things they're doing are kind of unacceptable.
Yeah.
To, like, it's almost autistic in a way.
Yeah, but they have a really good heart.
Yeah. And then the advice he gives that kid is great.
Yeah.
It's so dark. It's such a dark moment of television.
The fiberglass.
Yeah, put a little piece of fiberglass in his bed. I was like, that's just a nefarious, like, twisted moment in TV.
Yeah, it doesn't match up to the crime.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
I was actually surprised at how much I enjoyed this because I always thought Frasier was this very snooty.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he is.
No, the show itself.
Oh no, it's super sitcom.
It's snooty characters for a mainstream audience.
Yeah. I mean, to be like, Frasier is a show I could take or leave. Like there were when it was on or when it was in syndication, it was like if it was on, I could enjoy an episode of Frasier.
It's no throb.
But it's no throb. But like I never like sought it out. But like I also, I could enjoy it when it was on. So
Yeah.
Frasier
Well,
was-
I didn't like it when it was on. I avoided it. And then we watched it because
you're like, oh God, Frasier's here.
Yeah.
Just tell him I'm in the
well,
back.
I love Cheers so much that eventually I was like, okay, I'll give Frasier.
Well,
that's why we watched
Yeah.
Frasier.
Well, I think when it was on, I thought it was too grown up for me because I was just 15.
I couldn't
16.
relate to it. Yeah, exactly.
So I think I need to revisit.
But didn't
it.
you think it was weird that I don't know if you were like me, like I loved Cheers when I was a kid, but for some reason Frasier felt like it was totally.
Well, I think
beyond me.
it's. I think you're in the same boat as me, is because he was such a adult, high, snooty character that you don't feel like. I think the humor in Cheers was more lowbrow. I guess.
Yeah, it was accessible because I guess I liked Carla. I think Carla is what I loved when I was a kid. I was like, she's little and mean like me.
Now, Frasier was part of Must See TV, right? Thursday night.
I don't know.
I think so.
It was part of ABC's Who Gives a Crap Thursdays.
No, I think you're right. And what I do like about the character is like, intellectually he's supposed to be like this very, kind of advanced and complicated thinker, but like he's really a child.
Yeah.
Like on the inside, he's just like a kid. Like he could relate to that kid. Like that was the person he related to best in the whole evening was a child getting picked on. Like it's the writers, they're doing their job.
Yeah. They're great writers. And I mean, I don't know if the listeners are, fans of Modern Family or not. I always wondered what the crossover is between the horror fan and the sitcom fan. But Modern Family has a lot of the same writers, and you see a lot of the same type of setups and stuff on there, and I think they still work.
I haven't watched Modern Family in like 3 seasons.
Me either.
It's good. Joe Mandy's on there all
I
the
thought
time
you
now.
fell out of it.
Nope.
That was me.
That was Amy.
And
I still
you
watch
too,
it.
right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched the first couple seasons, but then
Yeah. I think it's actually gotten a little better.
I think I'm getting back to like a '90s renaissance of sitcoms where
Yeah.
I'm appreciating them a lot more.
I don't have anything against modern. First of all, I don't watch that much TV anymore. But
Yeah.
I just haven't watched it. But I would.
You don't even own a TV.
I was waiting for somebody to say
But
it.
if you guys are looking for like a classic throwback sitcom, I recommend the Carmichael Show.
Yeah.
Freddie,
It's canceled,
yeah,
though.
I know, but you can.
It's so good.
You can still watch 3 seasons of it on
Yeah.
Hulu and Netflix. Freddie turned me onto it, and I
turned
love
them on.
it.
The second, it really starts to shine the second season.
Yeah.
The first season is a little forced, but the second season it takes off. It's so good.
And same thing with Disjointed on Netflix. It's
Yeah.
kind of corny, but it's very 90s.
Did they do a Halloween special?
I'm only
No.
a couple episodes in. I haven't seen one yet, but
That's something I appreciate again about Modern Family. They do
Yeah.
a Halloween special every
yeah,
year.
Mhm.
I kind of miss a laugh track.
I don't want to wait
For your
to
life.
talk about Dawson's Creek.
But we should point out that if you're watching this on, was it
Hulu? Yeah.
They have I guess they couldn't get the rights to the Paula Cole song
Mhm.
that you're used to hearing.
Some bullshit song.
Yeah, I heard somebody said that on Facebook a month or so
That's
ago.
bullshit.
And I was like, that doesn't even make sense.
How can that song be so expensive?
Let me ask
Yeah.
you a question.
What was the best thing about the show?
It is a funny thing, like, because music rights are what hold up a lot of shows from getting put on DVD, or like, why can't they start working in the deal, like, to have at least for your theme song
I'm sure they do now.
rights to? Well, because I mean, it used to be a problem in syndication too. Like WKRP, they had to switch out all the music when they syndicated
that
it.
screwed it up too.
Yeah, so I mean, it
Wonder
seems-
Years, that's what took so
Yeah.
long to get that.
It seems like a thing where they kind of should have already known. Like by the time Dawson's Creek rolled around, like everybody should have had that shit.
That they knew
Figured out.
syndication was a thing, and they
Yeah.
have to deal with this down
well,
the road.
but streaming is its own entity.
Yeah.
It's not part of that. It's its own separate thing.
So you get a weird stand-in song. That's
I don't
it's
care
awful.
for it.
But
Ruins
the
everything.
episode we watched for the show was from May 5th, 1998. It didn't air during Halloween because of
It was a mid-season replacement.
Mid-season
It didn't even
replacement.
start airing on television until January of '98.
You know
Yeah.
what you should have done for that part? You should just turn on the Paula Cole song. Turn on, like, mute the TV.
Let's just redo
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Let's redo it. Do, 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 do. We'll probably have to take this episode down because I just did that.
Yep.
So
Paula Cole is not fucking around.
this was clearly their Halloween. I mean, even though it aired,
Yeah.
yeah,
And the
you could
kids
tell it
are
was a
all
Halloween thing.
wearing sweaters.
Yeah.
Well, it was all the girls who were wearing stuff from Delia's catalog.
Yeah.
Andy, what did you want?
It was exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
And all the guys had clothes that didn't fit because in the 90s...
Everything was too big.
Yeah.
So like we were saying earlier, episode was directed by the guy who did Idle Hands, and he works on the Scream TV series. And it was written by Kevin Williamson, and Mike White. Kevin Williamson, you probably know because he wrote Scream. And this is very much...
But he created
I thought
Dawson's
he's
Creek.
more well known for teaching Mrs. Tingle.
Tinkling Mrs. Teachel.
What an unusual last name.
Yeah.
Teacher.
So this episode is Friday the 13th. Cape Side is all over the place. Everybody's fucking each other.
What? No.
Isn't that how that worked?
No.
Yeah, everyone's up in Dawson's Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Dawson.
No,
Without
okay,
paddle.
so Dawson and Jen had just broken up recently.
Who's Jen?
Right? Michelle Williams.
Oh.
From Destiny's Child.
Blue Valentine.
Brokeback Mountain.
Right, I know who Michelle Williams is.
Yeah.
And so in Dawson's mopey, but when is he not? These are the questions, you know?
You know who is great? It was James Vanderbeek on the Don't Trust the Bee.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
I
redeemed
hated Dawson's
himself.
Creek, but I fucking loved him on Don't Trust the Bee.
Dawson was he's the Frasier
Yeah.
of Dawson's Creek.
He's got a giant
We should
head.
start a show called Richard Dawson's Creek, where it's just
Richard Dawson's Creek?
him and a bunch of religious teens, and he's
Well,
like, "You're an idiot."
He grew into his head now. He's got like this
Yeah.
this daddy thing going on.
No,
Well,
I
he
fig-
also cut his bangs,
which is
Charles.
real hot.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
like
Got a daddy
in Don't
thing.
Trust the Bee. I was like, oh, he
Yeah.
looks normal. He doesn't look
Yeah.
like he's got like a hydrocephalus.
Yeah, it was the hair. It was the hair.
It
He's just got a 10 head, all right?
So, well, him and Joey, TV's Katie Holmes,
TV's Katie Holmes.
are watching. What was it again?
I know what you did last
I know what you
summer.
did last summer because that's a Kevin Williamson.
Kevin Williamson wrote that
And
shit
he's
too.
like, this is a classic.
Yeah.
He says that.
Didn't that movie
Which
come
I
out
do
like the
love
same
that
year?
movie. Probably.
It came out like a year or two before.
But it's
probably.
too scary for old Joey.
Mhm.
And so they change it to Jerry Maguire
And she's happier
and
then.
her future husband.
But in between,
Oh, the
How weird is
irony.
that?
In
So this
between-
little girl is watching this grown man on the television who will one day sweep her up into the cult of Scientology.
in between the movies,
And she'll bear his progeny.
Yeah.
there's a news story about a serial killer in Boston called the Lady Killer.
That's a bad nickname for a serial killer.
He kills ladies and he cuts their hearts out.
Yeah.
And
Because he was a
So-
spurned lover. Is that why that happened?
did they say?
No.
I don't think they knew why because
They
they,
don't
didn't
really
know who
get
he
into
was.
that. So they go. So next day we're at school and it's Friday the 13th and Dawson's gonna play pranks on people all day long and everybody come over to my house for a seance.
Who's got
later.
the energy for that?
Dawson.
High school kids.
He's
He doesn't have a
insufferable.
job.
I didn't have the energy for that in high school.
Oh wait, did he work in the video store yet?
They
Doesn't
were
matter.
Yeah, they were in the video store at one point.
I
weren't
play
they?
like two
No.
pranks. And then
I
I'd be like,
remember
I'm done.
I remember a scene where they're standing in a video store.
Doesn't
You're
matter.
thinking
so,
of Scream. You're thinking of Scream.
No, I'm thinking of last
Yeah.
night.
So Jen's gonna go out with Scott Foley. He's a football player or something.
Right.
He's playing
Of
a
Scream-
character
of Scream
named
3.
Cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the killer in Scream. Spoiler alert. Scream 3.
Well, that was come on.
Oh my god.
People.
I am so sorry.
And so they're all going to go to the seance later, but on their way to the seance, Pacey, Joey, and Dawson go to the store to get some snacks.
Mm.
Yeah.
You got to have snacks.
So Pacey and Dawson run into a crazy lady.
That's
Who's
Josh
that?
Jackson,
Yeah.
who also grew into his
Yeah,
face.
he's got a daddy thing going on
He's
too.
a good looking feller.
I
was
liked him
always
in
a Pacey
Fringe,
fan.
yeah.
I was always a Pacey fan. So Pacey and Dawson run into a lady having a fight with her boyfriend, and to get back at her boyfriend, she steals wine for the boys and then says, "I'm coming with you for your party tonight."
Her boyfriend was the Flash. John Wesley Shipp.
No,
John Wesley Shipp.
Was he?
No.
From the Danny Elfman.
Wasn't he Mitch?
Scored.
Wasn't that Mitch?
John Wesley Shipp plays Dawson's dad.
Oh, that's right.
God, can you just shut your dumb mouth and get it together?
And a young
But he was the
Charlton
Flash.
Heston.
Yes.
A young Charlton Heston played
Yeah, he
Dawson's
was like,
dad.
"You damn dirty kids." And then and then they came across
You're burying
So a
the
grown
lead right
woman
now.
was going to go to a teenager's party?
Yes, to get
It's
back
very
at
summer
her
of 42.
abusive boyfriend. Now, this woman,
Was
I
she going to
looked her
fuck
up.
him? Is that what it was going to be?
I
And
don't know what
Marissa
she's gonna
Tomei was
do.
Graham's.
So, this grown woman that is played by the woman, if anybody remembers from Saved by the Bell,
Oh, boy.
when they were in the play at the mall, and there was a girl that worked there, and she was homeless, and then Zach falls in love with her or something. That homeless girl is this grown woman.
Wait, was that Ursula?
Yes, Ursula.
Oh, I finally figured it out. I was looking at her too, and I was like, "Who is this woman?"
Doesn't matter.
Do you remember the episode of Silver Spoons? It was a Christmas episode or a Thanksgiving episode, and there were like these homeless kids living in a cave outside of Ricky Schroeder's dad's house.
That'd be fun.
And they came and looked in the window at all the like stuff they had inside, and then he was like, "I'm gonna send some stuff out." And then their parents were like, "We don't take charity." I was like, "You live in a cave."
Were they the Sonny Bean family?
Yeah, it was Sonny Bean, and then they ate.
They ate Alfonso Ribeiro.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
it was good.
Did you know that actress is the ex-sister-in-law of James Vanderbeek?
You're never gonna finish this summary, Amy.
So while grown woman is stealing wine and flirting with teenage children
To get back at her boyfriend. Because that's what's gonna piss him off.
Joey's in the car and she's bored because they didn't have cell phones then, you guys. And then a guy walks up to the car to ask directions, and he's real creepy. He's like, "Hi,
Is he the lady
do
killer?
you live around here?" Yes. Spoiler: later you find out he's the lady killer.
That's the twist at the end.
That's the twist at the end.
Spoiler.
But
That spoiler.
it doesn't matter. And then the seance, and then Jen and Cliff.
It was a young John Hamm.
Oh.
Was that really? Oh, you shouldn't do that to me because I'm very gullible.
It was a...
And Dawson has all these scares set up. Like the lights go out and the phone doesn't work, but he's like, "I didn't do it." And like there's scary things in the fridge and stuff, and then the seance, and then
I feel like their reactions to these pranks, quote unquote, were too exaggerated.
Well, Andy, let me talk about how many times I had to pick you up off the ground at the dead schoolhouse last night, and then you tell me how exaggerated that would be.
No, I feel if I opened the refrigerator and I saw a severed head,
you would scream.
I'd probably be like...
in the ice tray, I would be like, eh.
Do you remember? Have I told this story?
Do you remember?
We're driving. It's me, Freddie, you, and Mikey B. And we're going back to Mike's house at night after we've been at the Halloween haunt or something. It's pretty late. And Mike goes, "Oh my gosh, what's on my house?" And you look over and he's got those projections of like ghosts and stuff.
Like
for
cartoon
Halloween.
ghosts.
Yeah. And Andy looks over and just shrieks. The sound dogs heard it. I stopped hearing it after a point. Mm-hmm. All because Mike said, "Oh, what's on my house?"
He
and
saw
Andy
ghosts
looked
on
over
his
and saw ghosts. No. So tell me how exaggerated this was.
Well,
I'm dying to know.
Well, I would think that I would know the difference between
Whatever.
a plastic finger and a French fry.
Well,
Yeah,
I think that if I went into your fridge
Yeah.
and I opened it and there was a severed head, I go, "Oh, well, you guys, that's neat. You pranked me."
You would.
You would never know it was really real.
I wouldn't. I would
Yeah.
never believe that it was.
Yeah.
You could put a severed head in your fridge.
Yeah.
Oh, at one point, Dawson puts all these fake cockroaches in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
That would have gotten you.
Oh, I'd be pissed off about that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "You motherfuckers, we're not friends anymore, and you better hope that I don't come back here while
They
you're
weren't
sleeping."
real.
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't do that.
You
That seems a little
motherfucker.
extreme.
I'd shit my pants first, and
Well,
then you'd have to
sure.
clean the shit off of your bed.
What if you woke up and one of us was dragging our butt crack across your face? Real slow.
Better that than bugs.
Yeah.
Much better that
Ooh, spooky. Happy Halloween,
Are we
Kelley.
trying to express our anal glands?
Yeah. Oh, fishy. Man, when Millie did that, clear a room.
Did what? Oh, expressed her
Her anal glands, yeah. It was
Don't
like a
try to
fish
give
market.
her a Bordetella booster in her nose.
No,
'Cause that's what will
ma'am.
happen.
So, Dawson's Creek.
So basically, it's, there's a few teenage things happening here. Dawson and Jen are trying to work through their feelings post-breakup,
Mm-hmm.
Joey's in love with Dawson and doesn't know how to handle the situation, Pacey's he's silly. He's just a silly kid.
He's a silly Billy.
Ursula and her abusive boyfriend are working through how much they love each other.
Yeah.
Grams and Gramps are over there dying by degrees. Dawson's parents, who the fuck knows where they are? Nobody even says.
I like that Grams is the only person in this entire series with a New England accent.
Yeah.
I've lived here my whole life. Why don't you go get some of that strange now, Jen? Go get some of that dick. Come on, tear it off.
That's another euphemism I really like.
Yeah.
Strange.
Strange.
I feel like that should come back.
Yeah, it should.
And trim, too.
Ooh, trim. Quim.
Don't say quim. Mm-mm. I don't like that.
Quim.
I don't like it because it just sounds gross.
Isn't it English?
I don't know what
What's
it is.
Dawson's
English
Creek
started
a
out?
euphemism for?
Oh,
Give me the old Dawson's Creek. That's where you go over somebody's house and just stare at each other.
What was the one on In-Betweeners that was real gross?
Oh, yeah.
The
He was
what?
Clunge or something?
Clunge, yeah.
Oh, gosh,
That's what they
stop
said.
it. Dawson's Creek was part of my history. And the dogs are losing their shit out
They
there.
are. Dawson just put a prank on them.
Yeah.
out there.
They're trying to sing like Paula Cole.
And I know how bad it can be, but it's still special in my heart.
Well, I felt like I related to it because everybody thought they were smarter than they were
Yeah.
as a teenager.
Yeah.
The arrogance of
Yeah.
that age.
And that's how they talk. I mean, like, teens don't talk like that.
Not to mention, like,
but I think we thought we talked like that.
Mm-hmm.
they were so, like, everything was so important.
Everything.
It was it was angsty.
Slap and tickle.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's
a
your euphemism?
I like, yeah.
That's a good one.
Slap and tickle.
I like slap.
Bubble and squeak.
Eat and merge sesh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's stop that.
Eat and merge.
I love Bubble and Squeak.
I do too. It's so good. I ate most of yours, and
Yeah.
I still feel bad about it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't feel bad. It was worth it. It was good.
It was worth it for you not to have as
Yeah.
much.
Well,
So Kelly didn't.
to see the happiness on your face. That was worth it.
okay. Thank you.
So
That makes me
Kelly
happy.
used his IDW card to not watch this. So I think we all have one now, right?
You could do anything. You could have been not watching shit this whole time. I hate Dawson's
What if I
Creek.
never watched anything for the show?
Okay,
and I
tell
still
us.
showed up.
Yeah, tell us why you hated this. Hate Dawson's Creek.
I just didn't like. I realize that I sound like an idiot because every time I say something like this, then someone points out like a contradiction in this. But like
People are.
when I was a kid,
Complex.
when this show was on, these were the kinds of people I just couldn't. I can't stand them. Like this manufacturer, just like, you know. Whereas like now, I'm not saying that Buffy didn't do that stuff, but Buffy gave me vampires
Yeah.
and monsters, and I can hold on to that.
You'll forgive them because they give you vampires.
I like soaps.
And
I like soapy soaps.
and the characters on Buffy were like just better. So like that's the only reason I'm bringing up Buffy is I'm trying to like because I
Head
feel like
that
somebody would be
off.
like, well, you like Buffy.
Yeah, I think it's more acceptable in Buffy because it's a cartoon world,
Yeah, and at the
whereas Dawson is kind of more grounded and it's not realistic when they try to have this grounded world
yeah,
and these kids talk like in a ridiculous way.
they
The stakes, no pun intended, on Buffy were much higher.
yeah, and they at the time like I just couldn't relate to these people. I was like, they're all like gorgeous and
Yeah.
they're just like
Rich.
they're rich and they're they have stupid problems and none of it. It's just goofy.
Do you like Scream at all?
I love Scream.
But again, the stakes are higher.
Yeah, okay.
When you put characters, you take these same characters and then you put them in life or death situations, all of a sudden it's a lot more interesting than just hearing them bitch about, somebody borrowing their sweater and not returning it.
Agreed. Now,
Stretching out their sweaters. Their Delia sweaters.
Yeah.
She borrowed all my little baby barrettes, and now my hair looks stupid.
now I will say this: maybe because like I did as an adult enjoy Gilmore Girls,
Right.
so maybe if I had never really thought about it or been like exposed to Dawson's Creek until I was like 35, maybe I would have liked it better. I don't know.
That's funny because I hated Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's like it was too cutesy for me the way they talked.
It's super cutesy, but I like that too. Like it's
waiting for you
kind
to
of
say
goofy and
I only know one line from the show. I've never seen an episode, but someone hit you with a pretty stick.
mm-hmm. No, it is super cutesy, and I could see how people wouldn't like it,
but I don't. It's weird that I hate Gilmore Girls, but I like Dawson's Creek.
Yeah,
even though, like it's very similar.
Yeah, I'll put my thing down.
How do you guys feel about One Tree Hill?
Nope.
I watched 2 seasons of that, and I was like, I'm done.
What about
I got through 2.
do you like Hunter's Grove?
No, I don't even know what that is.
It's not real. I just made it
Oh.
up.
Did anybody watch Roswell?
I did.
First 2 seasons.
I kept waiting for it to
I
get
watched
good.
the first 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept waiting for it to get good.
It doesn't.
It never does.
Well,
It doesn't really get there. Then they got canceled, I think.
They stretched their idea too far.
Yeah.
It only went the rubber band snapped.
Yeah.
Basically, it was
couldn't- like Dawson's Creek plus X-Files equals. That didn't work.
Mhm.
You know what? A teen show I do love though, Riverdale.
I need to get caught up on
It
that.
is so good.
I heard Sabrina's coming this
so
season.
campy
Yeah, but
and
it's gonna
so
be
cheesy.
dark.
Yeah.
They're gonna go magic, huh?
They said it's going to be like scary.
Ooh.
Like,
I'm
They
in
did that
for
with the
it.
comics.
that it's a horror reimagining.
I love like teen dramas with that supernatural thing in there. I'm in.
I
Like,
very much dislike teen
or
dramas for the
murder
most part.
mysteries.
I like hot,
Riverdale.
sexy teens.
I-
That's why I watch.
Well,
What is it about them being so hot and
they're
sexy?
just not hot and sexy enough for me to
Right.
like rationalize watching.
That's why Joel Schumacher changed The Lost Boys. He
Yeah.
wanted hotter, sexier teens in it.
them. Well, but it's the only good thing he's
It's
ever made.
We're in Salva territory right now.
Yeah.
But fucking butt fucking.
Butt fucking.
But fucking.
Butt fuck. Yeah, butt fuck. TM Rory Scovel.
Do you remember that show Hot Sexy Teens on WB?
Yeah, I do. I didn't like it.
All right,
I just
TWB.
Was it Mad TV that had pretty white people with problems?
I don't know.
I think so.
There was a sketch they did.
Oh.
It was a spoof of Dawson's Creek.
Real quick, speaking of sketch shows, can I just say that white people cannot stop with the Aaron, the Key and Peele.
They're still doing
skit.
that?
Holy shit.
What do you mean?
Everywhere I go, I suddenly hear, like, if there's a kid named, you know that bit, right?
Oh, of course. I do it to Aaron
Yeah.
Crow all the time.
Okay.
I go, hey, Aaron.
Oh,
Amy's
so-
part of the problem.
At
I
Chris,
think it's funny.
like at Christmas, I went to Elise's family's, and her aunt, who's like in her 60s, and like everyone was just like constantly talking about it. I think they pulled it up
Oh,
on YouTube
still?
to show
Yeah.
other people.
well, I'm
like,
not like
it was going-
showing anybody.
And it just the whole time, like it was just like, "Hey, Aaron," and then at a baseball game, which thank God, fall ball is over. But my son's at a baseball game, and like I hear the group of people next to me. There's a little kid named Blake who gets up to bat, and they're like, "Balake, oh, you know that's good. Hey, Aaron, that's hilarious." And they just, I'm like, that thing is like 4 or 5 years old. Why
It's
are you
still
just-
funny.
It is funny,
We
but
still
like,
do That's Doo-Doo, baby.
Yeah, I still laugh at shit from like the 20s.
we were talking about.
Here's the thing.
You remember when Charlie Chaplin was all like
No.
this with those potatoes?
That's not what I mean. It's just like they're discovering it like it's like
Yeah.
It's
the
too-
newest thing.
But you know how white people are. They're 2000 and late.
They are 2000 late.
We were just joking
Kelly
about.
says like he's not a white person.
Yeah.
Do you remember from the Chappelle show? Like, I don't like people playing on my phone. That will
I
forever
love that.
make me laugh.
No, you could. I'm not
keeps
saying
it
there's anything.
real.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with what they're doing either. It is a lot of fun to revisit things, but it's just like they're all. It's like they're just discovering it.
Yeah.
It's like, where
And-
were you?
And it's just like they're
Key and
like
Peele's
black
amazing.
people are so funny.
Where were you?
And I did, it's not that I said it like I'm not white. It's just like I only hear white people doing that bit. Like I never hear like any of my black friends or anybody like saying, "Hey, Ron." Like it's just
yeah.
Well,
white
it's-
white people fucking love that shit.
It's funny
Yeah.
because like that Ninjago movie came out, and in the trailer, they had that joke called his name is Lloyd, but his dad pronounced as Lloyd. And I was like, oh, I was thinking they stole that from somewhere,
Yeah.
and it was like the Key and Peele sketch.
Oh, was that one of the names in that?
No.
Lloyd? Oh, okay.
No, but like that's
The
same
idea.
joke.
Yeah, I
Concept,
see.
sweetheart.
It's still pretty funny.
Cartoons plural.
You know what? Cartoons plural. That's always been like I think my favorite Key and Peele joke. The football roster.
East versus.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gonna shave that. I'm gonna
Jeff
shave that. I'm gonna
Smoochy
share that on Facebook.
Fudge.
Well, it's
But
funny
cartoons plural was just my
'cause
favorite.
In a later episode, Aaron Rodgers shows up.
Yeah.
And he pronounced Aaron Rodgers.
Cartoons plural.
Yeah,
Anyway.
those are really funny.
Key and Peele was perfect.
Key and Peele's
beginning to
awesome.
the end.
And again, I'm not criticizing any of these people. I just always I find
Like,
it funny
why
that
did you wait so long?
like two groups of like they're just like losing their
Listen,
shit about it.
they
Like,
were
get
busy
it.
with
You
Big
feel-
Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
what
he-
about Big Bang Theory?
They were busy watching Big Bang Theory.
I
They
like
did-
Big Bang Theory.
Because you're wrong.
Did you watch Young Sheldon? Is that what it's
No.
called?
No, and I haven't watched Big Bang Theory for like 2 seasons.
Bing
but-
Bang?
Big Bang series.
The Bing Bong series.
I just don't. I'm tired of nerd outrage over it. Calm your fucking tits. Nerd
I will
culture's
not.
not a thing.
It
Stop
is a-
saying it.
They are making fun of people. That
that's
shows
what
about
shows
making
do.
fun of.
They're
They make shows make fun of
they're
people.
appropriating
Yeah.
nerd culture.
It's called comedy.
Oh my
You know what I
god.
mean? Jesus.
I know. I'm the only one in this room that.
Kelly's
But
just
I-
saying, calm your
It's
tits
not
about that.
funny
That's what I'm saying.
either.
I think it was funny. I got a lot of laughs.
A lot of laughs.
I'll show them to you.
Hey, Kelley.
Every time I watched Bing Bong Theory,
Bing bong.
I would take the laughs and put them in a
The
box.
ding
Ding dang.
dang. The ding dang.
That's someone to say Amy keeps it real.
Real.
I don't like people playing on my podcast.
I don't like people playing on my phone.
Was there
Are we done here?
Chappelle Show.
Dawson's Creek? I don't know. Did they do another Halloween episode?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, regardless.
All right.
But I had a lot of fun with this.
Irregardless.
It's unregardless. I had a lot of fun with this Dawson's Creek
We had a
episode.
lot of
I
fun
did too. I
today.
thought it was kitschy and fun and campy and doofy.
Yeah, and it just nostalgia. I love nostalgia.
The whole Friday the 13th thing, adding in the little serial killer oh no thing was fun. I thought it was fun. It's fun. And I keeps it real.
You do.
So
You kept it real.
I kept it.
How do you feel about people playing on your phone?
I don't like it.
Okay.
Okay, so don't do it. All
Whoa,
right.
what are we doing next time?
I don't know. We haven't decided yet.
Well, my throwout was American Horror Story.
Yeah, we'll
because
probably do.
yeah.
They've
Yeah.
had at least two really good Halloween
We'll do
episodes.
that.
And I think I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna choose the Friends episode.
Yeah.
Oh, which one?
The
Yep.
Sean
Come
Penn
in.
episode.
The which one?
The Sean Penn one.
Oh,
Speaking of
Yeah.
problematic.
I know, right?
I guess I'll pick something
It's
for the
where,
third one.
where he thinks Phoebe
Well, you
is
did. You picked
Ursula.
Ursula,
Yeah.
There's an Ursula in this
What?
episode too. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're like on Frasier territory right now. What a coincidence.
MJ.
Not a coincidence.
All right, so that's our episode, everybody.
Happy birthday, Amy Spears.
Happy birthday,
birthday.
girl.
Happy birthday.
As my mother-in-law would say, herpy birthday.
Happy
She
birthday.
does. Speaking of birthdays, if I got one more art of conversation.
Yeah, let's
question
do
for you.
this.
If someone offered to spoil you for a day,
Oh.
what would you like him or her to do?
Oh my god, I can't answer this question.
Is it too dirty?
No, I can't.
I would definitely get a mani-pedi. I cannot see paying for that myself, but that would be one of the things I would do. I like those.
Oh, I know exactly.
My
what I would
answer is
say.
always Polynesian at Disney World.
Oh, yeah. Here's spoil me for a day. Yes, Polynesian. Massage, like 2-hour massage, bloody rare steak,
Mm.
a whole shit ton of tiki drinks,
Ooh, Taco
and
Bell.
then lay in a hammock on the beach and watch the fireworks.
Well, we can do most of that right now, except without the beach and fireworks.
Would you
Yeah.
get a
And
would you
the
get a hand
massage.
would you get a hand job on the beach?
A hand job on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, from someone in a Stitch costume.
I just, I feel like a happy ending should be an option for every massage. My spoiling would be I would want someone to just watch whatever movies I want to watch all day long, but like pretend to be interested in them.
Yeah.
Not
And-
look at their phone.
Also, they can look at their phone, I guess, but I want them to be interested and just bring me food all day. And like Elise mostly does this. So, but like I just mean like from beginning.
Girl?
Yeah, how
to
is this
end.
different from your regular life?
Well, but like all day. Like I want to feel like I don't want to have to because like if I don't want to make her do that all
At
day.
least you're a saint.
Yeah.
So, but just like a day where I'm like, this is just what's happening, and then there's all this food that whatever, and just like little robots that bring it to me.
Oh.
Do you ever worry that like you'll get a genie and you'll wish for a day of pampering and then they'll just put you in diapers all day?
So it's like a monkey's foot wish.
Yeah.
Can I actually tell you? Whenever I think
Monkey's
about
paw.
It's just like a monkey's foot
Like a
too.
monkey's foot.
a monkey's foot, I think about genie wishes all the time, and
Yeah.
like I'll fantasize about how clear the language would be. Like I'd be like, this is how I would specify this so I don't get in a
Yeah.
monkey paw
Yeah.
situation.
Turkey's a little dry.
Look how much
Yeah.
peanuts.
That was that X-Files episode where Mulder tries to be super
Yeah.
specific.
And he's
So-
the last person on Earth.
Yeah.
What?
It's an episode from like
I really
season
like that
7,
episode.
I don't
think.
remember that.
At the end, he frees
genie.
a genie, and she's just in
Do
the.
you remember that Will Sasso was in that episode?
Oh yeah, and yes.
And he's like, welcome down to Kenny Rogers Roosters.
All
Speaking
right.
of Will Sasso, I didn't realize he was attractive until now.
Well,
I
that's
wish-
good. I'm glad we've determined that.
Will Sassy.
Yep. Sassy Will Sasso.
Okay, everybody, are we done here?
Mhm.
I think so. Be sure to tune in for
read
Horrorhound
the,
Radio.
Beelzebubs.
It's coming
We
up.
forgot to do that last.
Yeah, while Amy gets the Beelzebubs up, the Horrorhound Radio, we're doing a listener suggested theme from the Lausch. We're going to be talking about the overlooked horror of the last 5 years. That should be pretty fun. And it'll give us a chance to talk about some movies that maybe you
Wait,
haven't
what is that
seen.
on?
Whorehound Radio's, we're recording Wednesday.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think Jason usually releases it on Thursday or Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Freddie hung up Paul's awesome artwork in the studio, and it looks awesome.
Yes. His awesome. His awesome
It's
artwork
so
looks awesome.
It's fun.
Also got my awesome Ben Cooper style Goulsville horror decor giant Halloween mask up on the wall.
It's pretty great. We have not hung up the artwork we bought at Horror Hound Weekend, but it was a lot of fun buying it. This is the first year I ever
It's my favorite thing to get at Horehound is the art.
to buy any art, because usually I'm just like, well, if I want to hang art, I'll make my own art. But this year there was some stuff that there probably always is cool stuff, but this is the first year where I sort of gave in a little bit.
I would love to be able to afford one of those busts that hang on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see those?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's called Black something. The studio that makes them is really cool.
Oh, speaking of busts, at Target,
Yeah.
they have these really cool Universal Monster busts.
Really?
Yeah. They've really upped their game at Target.
Can I
this
tell
year.
you something about Halloween decorations? And I know it's still early in the season, but we went to Spirit Halloween last week, and they have a big animatronic werewolf. But the one at Home Depot is so much better. Home Depot's got some fucking tight-ass Halloween decorations.
Yeah, they have those cool walk-in inflatable haunted houses. And
Yeah,
stuff,
the
too.
werewolf at Home Depot,
The werewolf at Home Depot.
it was like $250. It was really good.
Yeah.
The werewolf at Spirit Halloween was just trash.
It was bunk.
It was just hing hong.
Were you like, I don't even believe in you, werewolf?
I didn't believe in it. I was like, try harder.
All right, kids, you ready?
Did it have
Yeah.
Did it have nards?
Did we stall good
Mhm.
talking about Halloween
These
decorations?
Beelzebubs are better than what Home Depot has because they're
They're the
good
best
people.
werewolves.
They're the
Yeah.
best werewolves.
They're better babies.
Better
They're gonna
babies.
come back as better babies.
Rick and Morty.
Adam.
I am a baby.
Adam's a better baby.
Mhm.
Adam?
Brooke.
Aww.
Ernest.
I like
Ernest.
calling him Ernie now
Ernie.
since he told me
Ernie. Ernie.
Since he told you what now?
that his family and friends call him Ernie. I
Alberto.
think it's adorable. Alberto really loved the idea of Louis and Tim doing
Did he?
that podcast about Hispanic movies.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
Well, we also have Albert.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Albert, my good pal from
He's
the
a
internet.
real weird owl.
Oh,
Eddie.
who?
Eddie.
Spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Betty Spaghetti from League of Their Own.
Spaghetti Factory.
Her husband died.
Yeah, he did.
Alex and Tree.
Yay!
Alex, you look real
took
good
a real
in that
nice
shirt.
Yeah, he did. I told him he
Oh,
looked
you're saying-
gorgeous.
You
Yeah.
look good, kid.
And he did look gorgeous.
Brandon Boone.
Brandon,
What you done did to him?
I done killed him, but here's the thing. He's out of town right now.
Oh.
Oh.
You miss him? Is he with No Sleep right now?
I presume,
Touring?
I guess they started their tour
Yeah.
Nose
in
leap.
Canada.
Nose Leap.
So go to the No Sleep podcast website.
All that
You should
music you
be
hear?
going to
That's
their
Brandon.
live shows.
William. Bill. I meant to say. Why'd I say William? Because it says that right here, but it's Bill. Blake. Balake.
Balake.
Okay.
Have you guys seen that skit? Hey, Ron!
Mark Watts, of course.
D Nice.
Whom we met
Flying Pig
at the
Mark.
Pig.
Yep.
They just got a new house too. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
That's awesome.
Michael Powell.
Oh.
Met him at the Horror Hound.
And his
with
lovely wife.
His lovely wife. Your lovely wife.
Boy.
He's got the Powell.
Jer Bear. Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. Sweet Jeremy.
Caremy and Jassy.
Jeremy. Bum,
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 bum.
Elise. Saint Elise.
St. Elise, I can't wait to go home to her
Fear
and give her a
Elise.
big old kiss.
Aw.
Amanda, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. I'm glad you liked the thing.
That was really neat.
Thank you.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was cool.
I did a good job.
Andy's doing double jerk off motions right now.
Mhm.
Are we jerking Kelley off right now?
Mhm.
Because his art was good?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He did a nice thing for somebody. Jeez, Andy, God, that's terrible. Everybody thinks Andy is such a beautiful little baby, but let me tell you
I
right
am.
now.
I'm a better baby.
He's a better
He's
baby.
a cynical POS. Okay, he's just like the rest
Whenever
of
he
us.
enters the room, I See a Darkness by Johnny Cash starts playing.
And Jimmy B.
Jimmy B.
All right, everybody, those are our babies.
I think Jimmy B had a birthday recently.
Well, if you did, I think so.
Yeah.
Shit.
Jimmy B had a B?
Well, whatever your birthday
And
is, sir.
Steve Simpson, another one of our patrons.
People are having babies left and right.
And birthdays.
I meant.
People having birthdays and
Happy
babies.
birthday,
Babies are having babies.
Babies having birthdays.
Birthdays
and
are having
babies.
birthdays.
baby.
Birthdays are having babies.
Yep.
Can't you sing it legally now?
You so 16 can do.
Doom, 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 doom. Can't you sing the happy birthday song now? Because those people gave up their rights or whatever.
Oh no, they murder-suicided each other. I guess it wasn't such a happy birthday.
No, I think you
After
can.
all.
I feel like that happened. Like the whatever they had on that song ran out.
No, they said you're only allowed to do it if you do the part about you look like a monkey and you smell like one too. That's why. Then it's considered a parody.
Oh. Go see Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
Oh, I
Yeah,
need to.
I
I want to. So
we
bad.
might do. We saw that. We might do a review of that.
You should.
It's fucking great.
Of course.
I
First
want
one
to
was
see
so good.
American Made, and I can't
You're
get
gonna have
anybody
to
to
go
go
by
with me.
yourself.
I want to see. I'm kind of waiting for that, like to come, like where I can watch it at home. Like I really want to see it, but like I don't know if I want to.
Did you get a movie pass?
Not yet.
You
Working
need-
on it.
You need to get a movie pass,
Gonna
then
get-
you won't have to worry about this stuff.
Gonna.
And then you can just go with me.
Yeah. Gonna.
And then you can go to the movies that people won't see with me. Like anything starring Tom Cruise.
I love Tom Cruise.
I do too.
All right. Well, before we go, reminders: patreon.com/NOTLP.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If you don't like the NFL players taking a knee to bring a spotlight to the inequality in this country, you can go fuck yourself right off this cliff. Right over here that I see. It's very tall, and you'll die at the bottom.
It's also beautiful though. There's an ocean underneath.
So I mean, as you're dying, you're like, oh, maybe I should have thought, but this is pretty too. That drunk grandma that screamed to "Make America Great Again" at the restaurant the other night. I hope you're dead.
Same thing with Trump. I hope you're dead too.
Yeah, I hope you die soon. I mean, anything else?
Halloween's coming up.
That's true. It's our time. It's our month of our time.
It's the month of our time. Truer words have never been spoken.
That sounds like
It's the month of our time.
that sounds like an old timey way of saying your period's coming or something.
Yeah, the month of your time.
Where's Imogene? Oh, it's the month of a time.
Matt Berry's new show, Toast of London, on Netflix.
That's not new.
Well, it's new to me.
Oh.
Kelly, do
Whenever I say new to me.
Father!
It's got some great shit in it.
No, it's new. I haven't watched it yet either. I've been dying to watch it. I didn't know it was on Netflix now. Because like it came, I feel like that and The Mighty Boosh came to Netflix like a really long time ago.
Yeah.
And then I started watching Mighty Boosh and I got like 2 episodes in and then they took it away.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
And then somebody told me, I think it was you, told me about Toast of London.
Yeah. It's actually like, what, almost 7 years old now?
Probably.
Kelly,
But
now
it's new
is
to
the
me.
month of your time.
I know,
to
but
watch.
Mighty Boosh is on Hulu now. It's also on CISO, but that's going away. But it is also on Hulu. I highly recommend it. We've been watching quite a bit of that. And now I'm going to go watch Toast of London.
Matt Berry is got to be one of the...
Matt Berry's
he's
the
a
best.
treasure.
He is a treasure.
Yeah. I treasure his work. I treasure him.
I don't understand. He needs to blow up over here.
Yeah.
But not in like a remake of any of the British shows. Like they just need to give him a thing.
Just let him do whatever he does. He does a very specific
What
thing.
if he was
Yeah.
young Sheldon's dad?
Oh, that'd be so great. Sheldon!
What if he was on a revival of Dawson's Creek?
There's this great scene in the IT crowd where they're having like Jen is at a high school reunion and Douglas walks in and he's all like in his tight pants and he walks up to this group of women and he just starts like grinding up against this woman and she kind of like pushes him away. He's like, come on, big game. And it's just so great. Like,
I like when he in Toast of London he picks up this like perfume spray on this woman's desk and then he sprays it right into his eyes and he's like, son of a bitch. He's like, you'll spray its ass backwards.
Well, it's funny you brought that up because I've been rewatching IT Crowd.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite like small moments, he's like, walking to the door. He's like doing that dance, like I'm walking to the door.
oh, you mean he's like, there's somebody
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
door. There's somebody
Yeah,
at
that's
the door.
I love him.
Yeah, he's my favorite IT character.
Yeah.
IT crowd character.
He's just
All right.
Damn these electric sex pants!
I'm going to end the show. No more quoting your favorite Matt Berry line.
I'll do anything I want.
Of course you will.
Like not watching Dawson's Creek.
I got to pee. So.
And and let us know if you have a problem receiving your pin and or T-shirt.
If you were supposed to, let me know.
That's right.
And hope you enjoy your pins and T-shirts.
Enjoy them.
Yeah.
Needles and
Physically.
pins.
Needles and pins.
Oh, I think it's time to end this. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Frankenstein was wondering if he should go to bed.